Joining from Uno Media here, and in this video we're going to talk about how you can market your webinars, which is one of the things people find most difficult. So stay tuned. At Uno Media, we help companies grow and thrive using the latest tools, tricks and marketing techniques. From websites to automated sales funnels, social media content and much more. We are constantly releasing new material on our YouTube channel, so make sure you like, subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss out. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments section below. Just before we get going, I want to very quickly tell you about our exclusive offer. We are giving away free access to our paid Hub Uno platform for the first 50 people who click on the link in the description. This offer is going on all of our YouTube videos, so hurry and get your place. Within Hub Uno, we have created over 100 training videos in 13 courses, including a course on creating amazing lead magnets. You'll also find recording webinars and a host of other free content, so remember to click on the link in the description. Let's get on with the video. In this video, we're going to look at how you can get people to sign up for your webinar and ensure a high attendance rate. One of the downsides of setting up a webinar is that people can forget they have booked it and miss the date. It can result in low attendance rates. With a simple landing page and email automation, this can be significantly reduced. Let's take a look at one of our examples. So this is our landing page for our webinar to make your reviews pop. Now it's a very simple description here, the time and date that it's on, and then they just have to put their name, email address and click claim my place. Now there's plenty of other things you could add to the landing page, so as you scroll down you can put in certain sections on what's it about, what other things are to be included in the webinar, people who have found your webinars useful, such as reviews. So there's a number of other things you can do on these. If you'd like to find out more information about how to build landing pages, we have an entire course on it. We also have an entire course on building WordPress websites, which you'll need to check out as well. So as soon as people sign up, they go into this automation chain, where they go to contact subscribing to a list for the webinar 20th of March. They get a thank you email, then waits until 2 conditions are met. They then get an email with a link to the webinar. You get a tag added to the system, and the automation ends. Now I'm just going to go through these and show you just from the very start how we would set this up. We also have an entire course to show you how to build email automations called email marketing. But we're simply going to go through this email automation. So this is the webinar that we're going to want to promote through our series of emails. So through this series of emails, the goal is to get them after they've signed up to make sure they attend the webinar. So here we've got webinar 20th of March, add a start trigger. Start triggers them to subscribe to a list. Now the list we're going to choose is the webinar on the 20th of March. Now we've already created that list, and if you want to have a look at how you create a list, I would say to check out our email marketing course, and it's under the lesson called lists. So as soon as they fill in this form, they're going to join the list. Once they've joined the list, they're going to firstly receive an email. So I'm going to add an email here. I'm going to send the email, 2 that I've set up. One is thanks for signing up, and we'll go through these in a second. Okay, now they may have signed up 2, 3, 4 days for the event or a week for the event. We now need to put in an email which is saying that they're going to get the link just before the event. So we're going to put another plus, choose another email, and they're going to get the webinar link that they need to click on the day that they need to click on it. Now we want them receiving this email just after they sign up to the list, saying thank you, reminder, what the webinar is all about. But we only want them receiving this email just before the webinar starts. So it starts at 3 PM on that date. So we're going to put a little plus in here. We're going to say we want to wait for a certain period of time or until conditions are matched. So wait until conditions are met. Now there's 2 conditions we're going to want in here. So drop down menu, we want a date and time. We're going to say the current time for Europe or London is 2 p.m. But 2 p.m. we've now got to choose a date. So we're going to add a new segment, and we're going to choose date and time. And the date and time, current day of the month, is the 20th day of the webinar. This is where it's and or. So or is one of these conditions met, and is both of them. So at 2 p.m. on the 20th of this month, they're going to receive the next email. I'm going to take a closer look at some of these emails we've got here. So I'm going to open up this email first. Now everything here can be found in our email marketing course, and this is building emails, the lesson within that course. And feel free to pause it here if you want to take a closer look at some of the text we put into this bit, but it just says what it's about, the date and time it starts on. It says that they'll receive an email around about 30 minutes before it starts, and that they can share this link here with anyone they want if they want to share the event. And we've actually found we've got quite a few extra people by prompting other people to share our content as well. And so it's been followed by a Q&A session, and then with the little banner at the bottom there as well. So this is the first email they've seen as soon as they've signed up to the list. Now let's have a look at the other email. So this email that they received just before the webinar will start. So let's take a closer look at this one. So the webinar will start at 3 p.m. today. To join, simply click here. Now this is where you put the link to your webinar. So to get it off YouTube, you can simply click the share one, and then copy that. And then where it says click here, in this box you'll put a link, and that's the link that we send out. So we don't send that link out until just before it. And this email shouldn't be sent until an hour before on the day it's sent out because of this automation. Now I'm just going to add some extra things into the bottom of this email to show what happens afterwards. Okay, so when they've been sent a link to the webinar, then attend the webinar, they'll get this tag added onto their system. It will then wait for 1 day, and then in this email we put a link to the webinar that's now on our website. So even if they miss the webinar, they can still see the video, and there's a way for them to contact us. Then they end the automation in there as well. Again, if you want to know some more details about how you can do this, all of this information is in our email marketing course. So please check that out.